Hi, and welcome to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue 13. So this is the Life of Bizarro, part 2 in the storyline, and where we left off with Bizarro in the last issue, it was really rough. He handed over Pup to both the Reds, and he was dead. So that's pretty traumatic, especially if you're like me and you've really grown to love Bizarro throughout this new story. So let's jump right on into the comic, shall we? First off, I love the fact that we're going through Bizarro's life and his memories. And he's saying, "Me am Bizarro. This am my story." He said, like all stories, this one starts. And he's going through the destruction of Krypton, which is something we've seen a million times over. But it's reimagined and amazing because they're all little cartoony, chibi almost characters. And they're all Bizarro-fied, which is amazing. Say, "Me almost feels bad about this. Do not forget to write if you ever learn to write. You am the bestest cousin ever." It's just like, and we get to see him living through Superman's memories. And I love when he breaks down the Justice League, his new friends. Green Lantern is Nightlight. Aquaman is Wet. Flash is Go-Go. Batman is Batman. Wonder Woman is Rope Lady, and Cyborg is Cyborg. So it's pretty cool. I really love the art style throughout and the introduction of this. But of course, he does come to terms with the fact that all of those are faked memories. Those aren't actually his own memories. So back in Metropolis at the LexCorp Tower, right outside, we get to see the two Reds discussing Bizarro and what he's meant to them, how much they care about him, and the fact that together they've formed a family almost. Of course, they get interrupted by Lex Luthor himself, and he throws out the fact that he's stolen property and calls him a thing, which are two things you can argue one way or the other. Yes, he's technically stolen, but he is a person now. And we get to see Jason Todd about ready to deck Lex Luthor in the face, which I was kind of hoping would happen. I'm not going to lie. But finally, we get to see the Reds going back to their memories and everything that they felt for Bizarro. And I love this splash page in general, just the melding of all of his memories and his emotions with the Reds and all of the thoughts. And he talks about the first thing that he actually saw, the first memory that was truly his. And he said that it was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. And, well, because honestly it was the first thing he'd ever seen. But it was Red Hood and his memories there. And then we get to see Jason talking about how for the first time since he has come back from the dead, he's truly felt at home and as a family with someone, and that's with Bizarro, and it shows them just crashed out in front of the TV playing video games. And then we get to see Bizarro even remembering Artemis and the Reds there, and everything coming together. And there's a part of it that I really love where Artemis states that now there are 3 people that she's let in her heart, and after losing Aquila that we saw in the last story arc, she can't lose Bizarro right after that. It's just going to be too much for her. And Jason, of course, takes this upon himself to say, wait a minute, now who's this third person you've let into your heart? Does it rhyme with Raisin Rod? But, you know, it's just a lot of really great moments with the Outlaws remembering who Bizarro is to them and trying to come to terms with the fact that they might be losing not only their friend, but a member of their family. I mean, the Outlaws are a family when it comes down to it. They're all just a bunch of misfits thrown together. And we even get to see Lex Luthor remembering the old Bizarro clone and his fall. And it's actually Lex Luthor injecting Bizarro with a kryptonite solution that actually saves Bizarro's life. Kind of interesting to think about. But Lex finally tells the Reds that everything's fine. He's going to make it. It's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period for them and him moving forward. And he's going to give up all custody rights of Bizarro and hand him over to Red Hood and Artemis. So they walk in to see him, and you instantly know something's different with this Bizarro. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that he's wearing glasses. Maybe it's the fact that he's speaking completely coherently. That's definitely going to be something different. So I'm really excited to see where this goes moving forward, seeing a Bizarro with some sense, seeing a Bizarro who can speak completely clearly. I'm not really sure if I like that. I like the fact that he says, me and Bizarro, you know hurt me friends, things like that. It really endears you to this character, and I'm kind of hoping that he gets scrambled again and he's a Bizarro again, because it just seems really wrong for him to speak clearly. I don't know. I know this might be a little bit of an argument between people, but I like Bizarro as he was. Let's put him back. Let's put him back to the way he was. I'm sure he probably will be, in an issue or two, but we'll see. So as always, I'm really loving this run of Red Hood and the Outlaws. I love the art style, and I'm loving the fact that Bizarro didn't actually die, even though we knew through comic solicits that he wasn't going to die, and the fact that there are only 3 main characters to this book. If they kill off one, then they might as well just call it Red Hood and Artemis. So, they'd have to retitle the book. So give me a like if you like this video, comment below, and tell me what you thought of Red Hood and the Outlaws issue 13. If you enjoyed it, did you have issues with the ending like I did? I mean, how long do you think it's going to be until Bizarro is back to his normal self? I'm saying an issue or 2. We'll see. So give me a like if you like this video, comment below. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of the older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. And until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.